Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. It's James, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jamar Chase, 45 yards. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Hester to return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Maybe some guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They go play action now. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's James. A giant hole up the middle. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 22 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Oh, I think the Chiefs got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Play action. It's Wilson. James has got it. Complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Hester. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down now, it's James. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st down, James. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They run it with James. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Touchdown! It's complete. Devin Hester as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set, and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 39, Wilson. They'll roll, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. On third down, it's James. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. James. Gets by him at the 25, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Wilson steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37, and he's just across midfield and down at the... And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. A beautiful fake. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Josh Gordon from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. Sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Going up top for Kupp. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. On first down, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a give, right side, James. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They'll run on first down. It's James, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack that time by Michael Strahan. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football.
There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Done, Baldwin. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's James. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Von Bell. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets up,
touchdown Broncos. Evan Ingram, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Hester to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's James. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Wilson. That's Samuel, caught left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Wilson picked off by his former running mate, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. On the move to his left. And some space here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Touchdown! That's caught. Devin Hester from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A huge play there for Denver. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll roll, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. There he goes left side. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Now Hester will get a shot. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Pushing through the contact. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Play action. It's Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the 1st.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
Dancing to his left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. Gets by him at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Taylor Mays up to make the stop. This one taken in by Hester. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. We're scoreless after 1. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And the Jets have got it. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Zach Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. This time Wilson will throw. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throwing to the hands of Pitts here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Play action. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. James has got it. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Forced out to his left. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Champ. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. In this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Trucks over it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Zach Ertz has it complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give him credit. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and 8. Now a give right side. James. A nice little juke. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted. The running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And Gordon's got it. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, it's James. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short. And this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. The first quarter onside kick recovered. We like these, though. They keep us on our toes up here in the booth.
No doubt about that. You know that file that we tend to keep that says traditional, conventional? Those get torn up in a big way on that one, didn't they?
Absolutely. But, hey, it works. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Gordon, 52 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun is Namath. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check 7-5.
Namath. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And Namath going to throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Hester to return from his end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Taking it about the 16.
Let's go, boys, let's go. 19.
Namath to throw on 1st down. Holmes has got it complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Namath. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Namath. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
From the 17, Wilson being chased out left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Ahmad Rashad, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
To throw, Namath. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here's Wilson.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Steps away to his left. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
To throw on first down is Namath.
And all the way in for a Kansas City. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And here we go, we're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, it's James, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. They'll run on first down. James. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. It's complete, and he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Here's Sims. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Sims. He'll buy some time right. And again, he'll give it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Larry Fitzgerald. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Back to throw. Sims. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Out to his left. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Devin Hester. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sims. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Njoku, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hester to return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kyle Pitts, 83 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And that It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They're going to try and run.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Touchdown, Seahawks! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete.
What a play. What a play.
20. 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Larry Fitzgerald as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Back to throw. Sims. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On first down, it's James, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Devin Hester, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Julio Jones, 43 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hester to return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one.
Let's get him.
On the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to slither by. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gordon. Touchdown! Josh Gordon. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Running from the gun with Henry. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll keep it on the ground. James. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that.
And got his man complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sims looking deep for Julio. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Wilson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Seahawks. John Ross, 42 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. They'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hester to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Wilson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And I think the ball's out. On 3rd down. It's James, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
4th down. Here's Wilson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. An all-time great tackler, Brian Dawkins, making the play there.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll keep it on the ground. James. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And this is secured by the Patriots. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Left sideline, a dive, and Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And So many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Namath. That is complete. It's Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, LA! Eric Dickerson.